And we're rolling.
Yeah, we are. Backed by critical, or because of critically acclaimed. Oh, man. See, we were talking about this before we even started, that this is going to be a rough episode because I'm already struggling to speak.
Backed by demand. Backed by popular demand.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go.
Our critically acclaimed first episode.
Yes, the H&J podcast. Still an informal name, but that's what we're rolling with. Mm-hmm. Jake, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Had a couple tests this week, but that's over now, so that's great. Yes. And now we're just cruising until Thanksgiving break.
Mm-hmm. That's the same with me. I had 2 midterms, but just looking forward to when Thanksgiving is here, which is pretty quick.
Yeah.
So our first topic of the week is going to be our Wholesome news segment, and this one isn't. I was mentioning this. It's not directly out of a news source. Yeah. It was just something I saw on the internet. I think they posted it on Facebook or something, but it's a picture of this professor, this old guy, holding a baby, which I was like, okay, what the heck? But I'll read off the caption.
What's he doing with that baby?
Yeah, and he's holding up to just like this in front of number 2 fingers up in the class.
Yeah.
That was hard to describe. But, so the post says, "Hats off to Professor Sidney Engelberg. He was unfazed when the child of a mother at his lecture on organizational behavior began to cry. The embarrassed mom tried to leave the class, but instead the father of 4 and grandfather of 5 scooped the kid up and smothered him in his arms without missing a beat in the lesson. According to his daughter, Engelberg allows the mothers that attend his master's lectures to bring their children and even breastfeed. No mother should have to choose between a child and an education. Hats off to him." I just thought it was pretty cool that this guy, the picture is him holding. Here, I'll rotate my laptop. There you go. See that?
Oh yeah.
But
that is wonderful.
Yeah,
that is truly wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, he probably enjoyed it too.
I mean, especially if he understands it, right?
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, he's a father of 4 and grandfather of 5. Was it? Yeah, so he gets it.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because truly, especially for mothers who want to go back and get their master's or another degree in college, some of them have to, they're raising their kids at the same time. So that's really cool that he gets that and he understands that, and the environment that he creates in his classroom is very welcoming of that. Yeah. So.
There's actually 2 mothers in my calculus class, and she was actually in my Calc 1 class as well. But her and my professor will sometimes talk about like daycare and stuff. Yeah, and she'll be late a couple times, and I heard him talking to him after class, just like something about how the daycare didn't want to feed the kid for some reason. I don't know, probably a billing reason or something like that, but I don't really understand her. I think it was because she was getting dropped off at a certain time. Okay. But the mom was having none of that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
She was not cool with that.
No, but, of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Furthermore, we have our favorite, well, one of our favorites, but the Bug of the Week section, which last week, if you recall, it was the Weta cricket named Greg.
Good old Gregory.
Yep.
Hopefully he's hanging in there.
Out there still kicking and chirping. And we're looking wetter than ever. That's the important part.
This Bug of the Week is Greg the Wetter Cricket.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. That was awful. Don't laugh. If you're listening, don't laugh at that. That was really awful.
Yeah. But it's funny that you mentioned a wetter cricket because this next bug.
Oh, no.
Now I'm killing it with these segues. But the next bug starts out in the larva stage in the water. And is this ringing any bells from what we talked about a couple of weeks? Actually, more than a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. During our conversations that sparked the idea of creating a podcast.
The origin or the genesis of this whole thing. But this bug of the week is the Dobsonfly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Which, the reason why I came upon this one is because I wanted to know what is the biggest flying insect on Earth.
Oh my gosh.
Currently, because...
Why?
Well, exactly, because nobody wants a flying insect. It's startling enough if you're walking by and, during the summer there's those June bugs.
Yep.
They're like freaking fat, flying, gross bugs.
Yeah, scare the crap out of you.
Yeah, and they'll just dive bomb you. And then you're like, oh, jeez. It just takes you by surprise. So, but the Dobsonfly, forget about June bugs. Those things are only about an inch long. How long of a wingspan do you think the Dobsonfly has?
Wingspan?
Yeah.
6 inches.
You got to go higher.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
9 inches.
That's right on.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So imagine you're on a bike ride, and imagine you're on a bike ride and you're getting some gnats in your face, and you're like, God, this is so unenjoyable. There's so many like gnats and mosquitoes out here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bam, slapped in the face, a 9-inch bug with, I forgot to mention, giant pinchers on its head. Yeah.
No way.
The males,
No.
mandibles, or whatever they're called, are about a third of their body length. So, I mean, I'm no math major, but I'd say that's about 3 inches. So they got these 3-inch long mandibles, and then the females have different shaped mandibles. Like they're a little sharper on the inside, but they're much shorter. But still something that I wouldn't necessarily want to get bit by.
No,
But,
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm sure you'll be happy to know this, but I'm pretty sure we have those in Wisconsin.
Oh, great!
And in the U.S. However, the largest one that was almost 9 inches, that was found in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
But what's to stop one being a corn-fed, all-American Dobsonfly?
Right. Let's give it the good old Midwestern, diet.
Yeah.
And
But the reason why I was wondering if this would ring a bell for you is because when we were at our dinner.
Yes.
I like how we keep referring to it as like a feast.
We were just eating like pizza and chicken.
When in reality it was just pizza and not very healthy stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mentioned the Helgramite, which is that. So a Helgramite is the larva of the Dobsonfly.
And did you say like it's in the streams and like you flip over rocks and you'd find this stuff there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was my encounter with them.
Yeah.
I was up north, and I was in a very cold stream, very unenjoyable. And I was picking up a rock, and then on the bottom was a big Helgramite, which they're brownish black.
Yeah.
Probably 4 inches long. I don't know how long they can get. They have a ton of legs, kind of like a centipede.
Yep.
And they have big pinchers on the front, which are very scary.
Yeah.
And they will bite you. But that doesn't stop people from using them as fishing bait. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, I found one of those, got out of there fast.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. And I was looking this up before we started, but I wanted to know if they could bite and how hard that would, or how painful that would be.
For the Dobsonfly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the larva, it still hurts. Same with the actual Dobsonfly. I watched a video. The thing bit him, and the guy recoiled, but then he was like, "Oh yeah, I was just a little scared." I think it's
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I get bitten by these things all the time.
Yeah. Well, because there's some bugs like, well, frankly, I have no idea. But there's some that will really bite you hard.
Right.
Or okay, so this isn't a bug, but a crayfish,
yep.
right? How it has the pinchers, or I guess you could say a scorpion, but I don't.
That's more of a sting.
But they have the
right. They have their claws at the front, but I think their more natural instinct is to sting you.
Yeah, which maybe that'll be a bug of the week in the future. I don't know yet, but anyways, it's not so much about the bite. It's just they like pinch you a little bit, but it's not too bad. But then on a website which I can't verify the credibility, I found that the sting can lead to like liver failure and even death.
Gosh.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, because then I looked around for Dobsonfly sting. Oh boy, part of our live studio audience is entering right now. Come on in.
Hello.
We are currently.
Such a setup.
Yeah, man.
We are currently talking about our bug of the week.
9 minutes and 33 seconds in.
That was my
so.
favorite feature of last week.
So I'll recap a little bit. I don't want to spoil it for those who will be listening.
Yes. For those who are listening, we have some members of our live studio audience who have now joined us. So.
Yes. But as a recap for a live studio audience, it's the Dobsonfly. You'll have to listen on, get those views up to learn more about it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. But Their sting, though, I thought it could do liver failure and lead to death and stuff. However,
For the Dobsonfly?
Well, I don't believe it because I looked it up and I couldn't find any other sources of a deadly sting from it.
Right.
And they don't even look like they have a stinger. So I don't really know about that.
I got this information from Dobsonfly.com, and fly is like spelled wrong.
Yeah. The Debra fly.
The Debra fly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the name for this week. Debra the Dobsonfly.
Yes, actually. We
Excellent.
should just keep it going with the bug of the week and the name.
Yes,
you know?
I love that.
But
Debra the Dobsonfly.
I'll have to remember that when I put the title out there. What was that?
Write it down.
Oh, yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I do have a writing utensil.
Oh, that's perfect.
There's also a pen over there.
That's
I might have. Oh, here it is.
In an office
But-
filled with pens.
yeah. Okay. Hey, listen. Okay, we don't want to use pen in this very nice,
Give me a
notebook
break, eh?
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. Hey, take off, Hoser.
Got some trash talk in the in the recording studio.
No, Hoser.
Hoser?
It's
What's
like
a hoser?
it's from the Great White North.
Great.
Yeah.
Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
Antarctica.
I've never heard of that.
That's south.
No, Antarctica.
That's south. I meant
The wrong direction,
Yeah.
Hunter.
But if you go north enough, I mean, you'll eventually
Yeah,
get
you just gotta really, really keep going north.
there. Yeah. I'm not a flat earther. I believe in the circular, spherical globe.
I'm actually more of a triangular Earth person myself.
Yeah. Triangular prism.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta do like each angle is like 180 degrees or 90 degrees.
180 degrees for a triangle?
Yeah, exactly. Because if you put them
Sounds
all,
like a straight
if you
line.
put them all together, it makes a straight line. And
I see.
yeah, I'm just all about different geometrical shapes of the Earth. I really don't think well, all right. Well, that's enough of that.
Next topic.
Next up.
Thank God.
Holy.
No, just kidding. So you mentioned that you have an engineering related topic that you had. This
Yes. So yes, we're now on to the
all
engineering
ears.
segment. Okay. So this week, ready?
week. Yeah.
Are you ready, Hunter?
Prepared as ever.
Okay. Excellent. Ketchup bottles.
Aware of them.
Right?
Heard
Yeah.
of them?
You seen a ketchup bottle before?
Once or twice.
Yeah. So, I think some ketchup bottles are making an attempt at this, but many of them still face this issue. The opening is literally just a little circle, and that's it.
Right.
So if you're getting to the bottom of the bottle, right, and sometimes you gotta flip it to let the ketchup fall to the top before you want to use it. This actually happened to me the other day. After the
sorry to
ketchup
hear that.
falls, yeah, it's okay. I am too.
Especially with how much ketchup you use.
Yeah, I use a lot of ketchup, right?
Yeah, but you get those industrial pumps. That
Yeah,
are like
yeah, that's
pumping out gallons a
right,
minute.
right. But when the ketchup falls to the opening, when you open the cap, it just goes it all falls out at once, and it goes everywhere. Right? Because there's nothing to help control the flow of ketchup once you open the cap. So if you want the ketchup to fall to the top of the bottle, when you open it, it just frickin' goes everywhere, and it's not fun because let's say you're trying to eat a hot dog. And it's it's a very Midwestern thing to do.
Eating hot dogs?
Yeah.
I would argue that that's pretty good.
Or
Yeah,
or
whatever.
national,
I don't know. No.
I mean, I'm no Joey Chestnut, but I enjoy my hot dogs, right?
Right.
But you just want to enjoy your hot dog, and I prefer to put ketchup on my hot dog. And I was trying to do that the other day. Open the cap, it goes everywhere. So now I've got a mess that I have to clean up on top of trying to eat.
Yeah.
So I think what needs to happen for ketchup bottles is there needs to be a way to control the flow of ketchup when it's coming out of the bottle.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, would you stop? As I mentioned, some ketchup bottles do that. Like some of the they'll have, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they have like the regular hole in the cap, but then there's something else like in the hole, so that the ketchup doesn't come out as fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because a lot of ketchup bottles just have the hole, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
So your problem is when you have it sitting in the fridge,
Mm-hmm.
and oh shoot, there's more people outside. Oh
So
wow.
you want
No, but yeah, so
a
you.
secondary cap.
Yeah,
No,
well,
not necessarily. You don't need a whole nother cap.
More caps, more problems.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
anyway, so your problem, you have it sitting in the fridge. The ketchup is settling down towards the hole.
Yep.
Right? Which Heinz, good lads at the ketchup engineering department.
Yeah. And Heinz. And this episode is sponsored by Heinz Ketchup.
Yes. But so they got the flat tap. Whoa. The flat cap, which lets you sit it there.
Yep.
So when you're saying when you open it, all this ketchup is just so eager to get on the hot dog, it just goes all over the place.
It wasn't. I can't remember if it was Heinz or. I'm not gonna try to throw any
It probably
ketchup
is Heinz,
companies
'cause that's
under
our
the
sponsor.
Well,
So,
right.
what
But
other
like,
ketchup would
but
you
I
use?
also don't want to talk bad about our sponsor. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So-
Oh, okay. I see.
So, but yeah, no, it was it's one like there's a bunch of different shapes now for ketchup bottles, but it was like one of the ones where it's you know,
Triangles,
it's like
trapezoids.
yeah, it's
No, I'm just kidding.
it's you know, it's like the standard square shape and then it tapers at the top. Because I know
Really?
some bottles
Old-fashioned.
some bottles they'll kind of crunch down the overall shape so it's more wider instead of having the taper
Is
at the top of the bottle.
this a glass bottle that you were using?
No, this is not a glass bottle.
Really? Because all the ones I see are plastic. They're only probably 8
Right.
to 9 inches tall.
Right.
And then they got the white cap that you, and then
Yeah.
squirt it on your ketchup. Right? So,
Squirt ketchup on your ketchup?
well, I don't know. What did I say? Squirt it on your ketchup?
Squirt ketchup on whatever you're eating.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. But
I just want to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We are not doing too hot today. I made frickin' 180 degrees of a triangle, and we're just putting ketchup on our ketchup here. I'm sorry. It's been a day. Anyway,
that's a motto for life.
Yeah.
You're just repeating too much stuff. God, let me tell you, I'm putting ketchup on ketchup today. But I'm still confused. So your problem is you don't like making a mess.
Right,
you
because
plan on
I mean,
making a mess.
honestly, it doesn't really. It's not too much of a concern until you start getting to the bottom of the ketchup bottle, right? Because if the bottle is full, then the ketchup doesn't come out as fast because you don't have to hold the bottle completely upside down.
Oh,
but when
right.
you're holding the bottle upside down, then it's just yes. So
Okay.
I probably should have specified that a little bit clearer. But yeah,
Okay.
when you're holding the bottle upside down, it just.
What is the diameter of the hole we're talking? Is it?
It's
because that'll help me get a better idea
Yeah.
of. Is it like that Sierra Mist bottle, like one of those?
Dude, no, are you kidding me? The hole in the cap?
That's the old fashioned like ketchup things where you're at a restaurant where you gotta.
Oh no. It's the cap is that size, but the hole in the cap is probably about. I'm trying to visualize how big of an inch.
In miles, please.
Oh, in miles. Okay.
Just do that.
.00.
So it's very small.
Yeah, I'm just trying to again visualize. Say that's about an inch. That's about an inch.
Well, how big is your thumb? This is about an inch right here.
No way.
Yeah.
It's different.
No, but I mean, pull out the measuring tape. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
If you're listening at home, take your second knuckle or whatever. Okay, one of our live studio audience members has an abnormally short thumb.
So this might not work for everyone, but
If you are well endowed in the thumb region, then that's about an inch. So, anyways, I need to pull up a picture of this. I'm confused on what the problem is. Like, you have it upside down and it's going all over. So have it right side up, take the cap off, then go over a little bit or something.
yeah,
like
but
that.
then it just, especially because then when you're like with that again, when you're at the bottom of the bottle, then it's like. I don't know. It's still hard. It's still hard to pour. It's not a consistent pour, right? Because then it's just an inconsistent pour is I guess the main problem.
See,
The main issue is an inconsistent pour.
and so, what is your solution, or what can we do? Oh, we're breaking out the tape measures.
Yes. Thank you
meter
very much.
sticks.
Our live studio audience is coming clutch once again.
So
I would say about 1/4 of an inch diameter.
of the actual
The
opening
actual
hole.
opening, yes.
Really? Okay, that's larger than I thought. Because on some of them, it's a very small hole, and you squeeze it, and you get a nice ketchup propelled stream.
Yeah.
But if you look on the tape measure, okay, my thumb.
That's a yardstick.
Yeah. I have fairly large hands, so my thumb comes out to be about 1.5 inches.
Oh,
however,
yeah. Let me check that.
Same here. But see, I want at least somebody. Right? Yeah, that looks pretty close.
Rachel's thumb. I know we were giving her crap for having.
I told you.
Wow.
It's right on.
That's actually spot on. Okay.
So now, if you ever have to measure anything by inches,
yeah, just Rachel's thumb. There you go.
Yep. Get into the construction industry, just measuring everything. Yours is how long?
1.25 inches.
Okay, well that's not too bad.
All
right. But so your solution is what? How
well,
can we rectify this?
one potential solution that I guess that they've already sort of been working on that I've observed is some of those Heinz bottles. Right. They'll put it's almost like a little film, like in that opening.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't come out as fast. And I think that's like one of the best alternatives that I've seen so far. Just somehow utilizing that film technology to decrease the flow of ketchup.
Yeah.
Right.
It's too high.
Right. Yeah. It's really a tragedy when you're trying to eat your hot dog and use ketchup goes all over the place.
Well, so this is kind of, I personally don't like putting the condiment directly on my hamburger or hot dog of choice.
Okay.
I like to have a puddle nearby and dip it into it.
That's fair.
That way can, the strength of the dip decides how much ketchup you get on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, you can have a pile of ketchup, pile of mustard, a little cross-contamination action. Get a little bit of both. And
that's true.
Just like that, you've arrived to Flavor Town. So
Guy Fieri, if you're listening, please give this video a like.
Leave a comment, Guy
Leave
Fieri.
a comment.
But so, are you a dunker? Or are you a? I don't even know what you would consider it.
I would say that I'm kind of a hybrid.
Okay.
Because usually I will, like in the case of a hot dog, I'll just put the ketchup directly on the hot dog. But if it's like a burger, I'll put ketchup on the burger, and I do like dunking the burger in ketchup as well.
So you do both.
Yes. So I'm a hybrid.
Are you a big ketchup boy?
I think I would say I'm a big ketchup boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Never thought I would, if you would have asked me, like, Jacob, could you see yourself making a podcast and then proceeding to refer to yourself as a big ketchup boy on that podcast?
In third person.
I would say you're freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But here we are.
H&K podcast now. H and Ketchup Boy. Coming at you live. But
coming at you with all the sodium you could ever wish for.
Yeah. Wait, does ketchup have a lot of sodium?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fudge.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it had sugar and stuff.
That's why ketchup doesn't taste like tomatoes.
Oh.
It's because of all the sodium.
Plus
if ketchup tasted like actual tomatoes, it'd be real bad.
Nobody would like it.
No.
Nobody likes tomatoes.
Not at all.
Tomatoes? That's a lie. If you like tomatoes. Seriously, like, it's just wet, bad tasting. Water. Thank you. It's 99% water. I ran the numbers.
Just now.
I don't know. Maybe if you had a nice fresh, what are the really small tomatoes? Cherry tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Maybe that would taste good. But I still think you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, if you want a healthy food, that is primarily water. I think the better food that you'd want to pick is a watermelon, because that actually has good flavor.
Any fruit is better than a tomato.
Than vegetables.
Yeah. Maybe not one of those weird like deep jungle fruits where it like tastes like a rotting human. Well, wait, it doesn't taste like a rotting human.
Wait, you tasted
No. But they are known to smell really bad.
Right.
It starts with a D. The what?
Decompose?
No, it's a type of fruit. They wouldn't call it the decomposed fruit.
I didn't know that's what you were referring to. Dragon fruit.
No. I gotta look it up.
I'm sorry to anybody who really likes tomatoes out there. This is nothing personal. We just, our live studio audience thinks it's personal, but I'm here to correct that and say that it's not personal.
A tomato is a bad tasting cucumber. Put me on record.
Posted by the cucumber gang.
Yeah. And I looked up the bad smelling fruit. It's the durian fruit from Asia. It's I don't know. Here we go. Its odor is best described as turpentine, onions, and garnished with gym sauce.
Gosh.
So, yeah, and it's actually banned on Singapore Rapid Mass Transit. So there was too many people on the subway cracking open a fresh durian fruit, trying to get in their macros before work, and it's stinking up the joint. So
yeah. No one wants that.
Honestly, Singapore though they ban chewing gum and stuff. So
That's true.
I don't really see that too surprising, but
yeah,
I'm glad they're looking out for their fellow.
Yeah, it might seem like an inconvenience at first, but they're looking out for for people's well-being.
Yeah, but it's just very surprising that you do a double dunk or a double something.
Yeah. It's that's the thing. Like that can also be an issue because I don't know how much ketchup to put on the burger itself.
Right. Yeah.
Because then if I don't put enough, it's like all right, now it's dunk time. Mm-hmm. But if I put enough on put enough ketchup on the burger, then the dunk may not be needed. But I think it's a good. I don't know. I probably eat an abnormal amount of ketchup, like more than the average human being would eat. Yes. But I don't know. But
I mean, ketchup boy likes ketchup.
Yeah,
it's not a big surprise.
Yeah, I'm a big ketchup boy. So
I do like that new name.
Oh gosh.
We'll have to. Yeah.
No way.
Actually, how long are we into the podcast? We're 26 minutes. So this week, last week we had say Hunter had nice eyebrows. Mm-hmm. If you listen to this point, this week let's say you rock ketchup boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
They won't know who ketchup boy is unless they listen long enough.
Listen through, yeah. Okay.
So, that'll be the new thing. If you see me out and about, or if you see Ketchup Boy, be like, "Hey, Ketchup Boy, you rock." No, I'm just kidding. Ketchup Boy has a name. It's Jake. I'll call you by the name.
I've had enough of this stuff.
As he's wielding a yardstick and stomping it on the ground threateningly. Do you usually carry a yardstick?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, did you say what? Did you hear me stomping yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, I was playing a game yesterday and I was getting killed a lot, so that's probably why. Or I was dancing around. I tend to do that too. Like I'll be trying to focus on something like homework per se, and then I'll think of a song, and then sometimes I'll get up and dance around.
Wow.
Very rhythmic. I assumed you were like drumming or something.
Yeah, that was probably it. I was probably drumming.
I couldn't tell. I heard something that I didn't know if it was bass or if it was drumming. So maybe it was drumming. I don't know.
Which, if my brother ever happens to listen to these, my brother's a drummer, and he is a phenomenal drummer. So he, actually knows all these, he can play almost any song that you want him to play. So, when he sees me trying to air drum, he's like, oh my god. He's like, just stop.
You got it all wrong.
Yeah.
There's no way your cymbal would be this far away.
Yeah. So,
yep. I don't know anything about drums. You can make something up. I'd be like, affirmative.
But yeah, no, it's I've tried to because I'll do that with some of my favorite songs. I'll try to fit because it is very hard because you have to coordinate. For most instruments, you don't have to. There's usually maybe a couple things that you're focusing on. Like for stringed instruments, you can do individual notes, and then some stringed instruments, like the guitar, for example, you do chords and whatnot. But the drums, you have to coordinate several different things at the same time. You've got your bass, your snare, your hi-hat, and your other assorted cymbals and toms and such like that. So. It's not easy. No. So,
yeah, I can't play anything. Yeah, that's
all right, man.
That's all I had to say about that. Can't play anything.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's maybe in the future. I mean, I think it would be cool to learn how to play the piano
Yes.
or the guitar.
Yeah, because the piano does, it is the basis for a lot of other.
That's what I've heard.
things
Yeah.
musically. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably look into that in who knows when. Maybe when I have a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Be like, oh shoot! Buy a Corvette. Buy a piano.
Gotta learn every Billy Joel song ever.
Yeah. And that would. Okay, Billy Joel. What are your thoughts on him?
Oh, I think he's a fantastic musician.
Okay,
and
same here.
I'm very upset because I missed out on seeing him live twice. He came to Green Bay, which is where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
He came to Lambeau Field once. I wasn't able to go to that show. And then he came to Miller Park here in Milwaukee.
Wow.
So, and I was unable to go to that show as well. So I'm a little bit upset.
Yeah.
So hopefully he keeps, doing some tours. I think that'd be great. I'd love to see him live. So, yeah.
I know you're a big Rush fan as well.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Which, if
anybody,
anybody on Earth knows Jake, they know he likes Rush. I mean,
yes, this is true.
Yeah.
This is
So,
true.
if you had to choose one band to see in person at any time, who would it be? Rush again? I know you've seen Rush a couple times, but
I was very fortunate. I was able to see them twice before they stopped touring.
okay. But would you choose them to be the one you see again?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Because I would want to see, the shows that they put on in like the 80s when they had, because the 80s that
Mullets.
was
Mullets is why.
well, yes, mullets were alive and well in the 80s, but some of I think they just have made phenomenal music throughout the whole span of the career.
Mm-hmm.
But arguably their most popular album, which is Moving Pictures, came out in 1981.
Okay.
And I would have just loved to see a Moving Pictures tour. That would have just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then Signals came out in 1982.
Okay.
That was another fantastic album. Grace Under Pressure was 1984. Power Windows was 1985. Oh man, just to see all that stuff, that would be phenomenal.
If I had to choose one, it would probably be I'd travel back to the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
The
If
beautiful
anyone on
70s.
Earth knows Hunter, then you know that the 70s.
Yes.
Oh, he loves the 70s.
Oh yeah, so I would probably elect to see the Bee Gees
Mm-hmm. Of course.
live in concert.
Of course.
Their greatest hits, More Than a Woman, Staying Alive, Night Fever. I mean, there's a lot of good ones.
It goes on and on.
Yeah.
Very
Or, I like Jake said, I like a lot of 70s music. Marvin Gaye, I would love to see him in live. He actually, he's been dead for a while, but do you know why? Next topic.
Enlighten me, Hunter.
He was killed by his stepdad.
No way.
I better look that up again.
I read this on Wikipedia 10 minutes ago.
No, but Marvin Gaye, I'm almost positive that he's either his stepdad or his biological dad.
That's really
Yeah,
unfortunate.
which he was only like 30 something. Died in 1984. But
no,
yeah.
that would have been a great
he
concert
was
to see.
fatally shot by his father, Marvin Gaye Sr. So, but let me see how old he was. But think about if he was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could have put out so much music. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it say where? Oh, this is because I'm on the Death of Marvin Gaye page. You're not going to tell me how old he was.
It should say on his lifespan.
Yeah, here we go. He was born in 1939, so I guess he'd be pretty old, but still, he could have put music out through all the 80s.
And then he was.
stuff.
When was he?
84. I think.
84.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 84.
Okay. So, 45.
Was how old he was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought-
Yeah, because 39 to 89 would be 50, but it was 84. So.
For some reason, when you said 45, I thought you were meaning that's how old he would be today.
No,
no. Times by 2. Maybe. No, that'd be too much.
Yeah, but yes, no, that's cool. I would love to see. There's so many people that I would love to see because the 70s and the 80s are probably my two favorite decades for music.
Yeah.
And I love music from the 60s through early 2000s. I do like some new stuff as well, but not as much as the older stuff. But our parents we grew up on all that stuff. My dad would play all these different songs for us when we were kids, and they were from all those different decades.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would love to see a lot of the 70s artists, and especially because I'm a big rock guy, I'd love to see some of those pioneers of rock.
Okay.
Like Chuck Berry and all of them, and I'd love to see Elvis live.
Oh,
that'd be cool. I had the opportunity to see Paul McCartney.
Really?
That was a phenomenal show.
I was just gonna say it'd be cool to see the Beatles.
Yeah.
I just want to go there and look at all the girls that are just screaming their heads up.
Right.
Like, I've seen videos.
You don't have to go that far to see those. You know that, right?
But I want to see the '60s girls because
Right.
then it's like,
They could, like, there were some shows where they could not hear themselves play because all the girls at the concert were screaming so loud.
Yeah.
Beatlemania. So, yeah.
I think, we're approaching the 36-minute mark. We actually just rolled over that.
Okay. Is it time for the
riddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a riddle this week.
All right.
One of my favorite radio shows ever was Car Talk on NPR, hosted by Click and Clack, the Tapper brothers, two Italian guys from New York, who actually, interesting enough, both had degrees from MIT.
That's actually really cool.
And then they were like, and I think it was in engineering as well. One was in engineering, I think, and the other one was like business. Mm-hmm. But they were professors for a little bit, and I was like, nah, this is kind of boring. So then they just opened not a machine shop, an auto body shop, or like a mechanic shop.
Yeah.
And so then they did that for a while, pitched their idea to NPR, and then were on the radio for like 30 years or something like that.
That's awesome.
But I encourage any of our listeners to listen to Car Talk. You can find videos on YouTube or wherever, but they would have a segment called the Riddler, and basically each week they would have a riddle, and in honor of that, this week's riddle is, and Jake, I'd like you to listen close because
I'm actually kind of bad at riddles.
That's perfect, because I was going to say, if you are able, I want you to take a guess right now, or actually, should I? Because then that would cancel out. I should or shouldn't? No, okay, I will not. Okay. But the riddle is this.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to repeat it. A woman has married 3 men while living in New York. Mm-hmm. She didn't get divorced, get an annulment, legally separate, or kill them. How did she do it?
Say it again.
A woman has married 3 men while living in New York. She didn't get divorced, get an annulment, legally separate, or kill them. How did she do it?
She died.
But how would she marry 3 men?
After she died.
After she died, she married 3 men? No, but so that spoiler, it is not the solution. She died. But I don't want to hear any more guesses out of the live studio audience in case you get it right and then the mic picks it up. But, I don't think any of you guys got it right, but I would love to hear after we stop recording.
Yeah. I honestly, even though I'm not super good at riddles, I do still enjoy them though, because my 8th grade teacher, one of my 8th grade teachers would do that. Like, I think he try to do it about every week. He'd give us riddles too, and it was always fun to think about. But okay,
if you would like to try and solve this riddle, you can Snapchat me if you got my Snapchat. I got a couple of comments about Hunter. You have nice eyebrows last week in my Snapchat.
Yeah,
you can
good.
email me as my mom did. No joke, I sent the email URL to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, I love it." And I said, "By the way, nice eyebrows." So shout out to you, Mom. I know you're listening right now. I'll see you soon over Thanksgiving break.
Excellent. Love that.
Yeah, she likes to listen to this in her office. But
cool.
Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Or so Snapchat me, tell me in person, leave a comment on the video, or write your answer on the back of a $10 bill and hand it to me or Jake. So,
I really like that option. I think it's a good option.
Yes. So,
wow.
Any closing comments, Jake, before we wrap up the 2nd episode of the H&J podcast?
Well, I just want to say, I know it did not seem like it this episode, but Hunter and I are engineering students.
Yeah.
But as per usual, it's always funny talking Hunter because we both usually say a lot of goofy stuff. So I think that was very apparent in this episode.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
the amount of awkward social engagements I have throughout the year, I don't know. It's something to write home about. Like,
yeah.
Jake, you've witnessed multiple of my awkward social.
Yes, and it is very enjoyable.
Yeah, but it's endearing.
Yes, of course.
It's
it shows that you're human, right?
Right. Yeah. Got to make mistakes.
Yes.
So
of course.
But with that, I'm Hunter, and I'm with Ketchup Boy, aka Jacob. Just kidding. But that'll wrap up this episode. We just hit the 40-minute mark, right on target. So
excellent.
All right.
Thank you very much for listening.